Alright, so just gonna show off a little of Memoria Freese, I suppose. It's not Fire Emblem Heroes, but it is how I have been idling my time recently. By recently, I mean for the last weekish that it's been out. So it, as you can see, has a pretty complicated layout, but it's all two-dimensional movement. You can talk to your characters that you've collected, but I do think that there is a pretty low character cap. So I have 24 out of 54. I don't know if that is a cap or just a limit of characters in the game. I'm pretty sure it's a cap. We will find out later. So you get 50 stamina for login twice a day, plus your normal recovery is every 3 minutes, which means compared to Fire Emblem where you play every 6 to 8 hours, to get the full usage, you would be playing every 2 to 3. So this game already has events implemented in it, which is interesting, but they didn't delay it at all. It opened with a game, but they have had it going in Japan for a while, if I am correct. I don't know everything about this. I would say straight off the bat that this game is mostly for DanMachi fans, and it is 100% pay to win. But at the same time, if you are a DanMachi fan and you're in it for the story, it's definitely not a bad game to try out. I have not played all the way through. There's no new content compared to the anime, as I have seen. But DanMachi is based on a light novel, correct? I'm sure that, yeah, it's based on a light novel, which means that they will probably surpass the anime pretty darn fast. I think they've already used up most of it. I am getting my butt kicked here. So the real problem is that I just lost my light attacker, and these guys are weak to fire. I also lost my fire attacker. That's rough. So yeah, it is a relatively fun gacha game. The summoning sessions, you'll see a little later, are not... Goodness, they're just wrecking me. They don't have as much tension as Heroes. I'm comparing everything to Heroes because that is the only videos that are on my account, though I have certainly played more. Whoa, I got wrecked. So anyways, we're just gonna leave. I won't be keeping playing this game, so you don't have to worry about seeing multiple videos like this. It is... So already there's daily rewards from the events to drag you into it. 2 events already. So the storylines of the events are not that bad. If you just want to see your favorite characters interacting with people, that's a great reason to play this game. They also have... this isn't all PvP, Monsterphilia is not PvP. This is the first PvP that I've seen, and it's not... So it's 100% auto battle, which does mean that you will lose to higher level teams. The main strategy so far has been to get a high multiple foe physical attacker, like the Sword Princess here and kill the other team, which you're witnessing right now. So if you end up against someone who has a high level physical attacker, or against someone who's just higher level than you, then you'll most likely lose. You can kind of fight it off with your units, but they don't match you, or I haven't been able to tell if they match you based on some hidden calculation, but it doesn't seem to work very well. Or maybe it just doesn't work out for me. They also have you lose points, which is a pretty normal system if you lose, but because it's not you versus the calculation, it's the calculation versus the calculation, you feel a little cheated when you lose points. And I don't need to play more than these games, I was just going to play until I won, but that might not actually happen. Yep, that is definitely not going to happen. Those darn sword princesses. It's not that I'm saying sword princesses because I don't know her name. It's just because I will 100% mispronounce it. Honestly. And that's another loss. I don't actually remember her last name, so that's true. You know, that name makes me wonder if there are already pets in this game. So there are definitely people who have capped, or are just short of capping, which I'll show you in a second. Heavens help me, I'm getting destroyed. So they have a tiered system, pretty normal. I don't think there's anything really creative about this game, and especially in the battles you saw earlier, the dungeons are just two-dimensional, running back and forth to the combat, so there's no real strategy. I mean, there is strategy with how you build your team. So yeah, these are a full max team. You can limit break your characters 5 times, and level 80 is the cap. So that's what you're seeing right there. What you're also seeing is a team that will wreck you. Would wreck me. But I am certainly not a fantastic pay-to-win player. I wonder if this person's lower. Yeah, so this person hasn't maxed out. But anyways, that's kind of why it's immediately pay to win, because we've been out a week and people are already maxing. Which you could say about any game, they just have to funnel enough money into it. What else to show? So we have 3 sets of storylines, which is going to be your Bell, which is your Season 1 DanMachi, or also, I don't know light novel correlation, so I'm not even going to try. And then there's Sword Princess, her episodes, which is the Sword Oratorio, let's just pretend I know how to pronounce things, and Lefia, which is the end of Sword Oratorio, I believe, kind of at the same time. So I haven't played through all the episodes, as you can see. I've played the events just to see if it was worth it. It kind of does not meet my tastes, let's just say that. Your normal boost quest. So this is very overwhelming as a game at first. Once you get used to it, you can kind of block out the noise and just play through. But just the visuals, everything is, don't get me wrong, it's very detailed and pretty, and they definitely put a lot of effort into it. I think that is part of the reason why, and I'm not going to pretend to be a game developer, that they can put a lot of energy and coding into everything else, is because they were more focused on the story and the images, the scenery, which that's fine as long as you want to play the game for those reasons. I don't particularly. There's also other levels to this. Give yourself equipment and gear, boost your stats, missions just to give you rewards, which you've already seen. I haven't finished the rookie stuff yet, not a surprise. Actually, let's just finish that right now if I can. So you do get a lot of chances to automatically level up your characters without any effort, which would make it pretty easy for anyone to come in and catch up. Especially if you're paying. I actually don't know if I have enough to do this. So this is your rank up system. Pretty straightforward. I am very, very sad that they didn't make this look like people's backs in the story/universe, whatever you want to refer to it as. That would have been a nice call out to the game. Yeah, and then you can just release again and boost your character up. Level enhance him. Nah, we don't need to. There's no limit breaking yet. See if that finishes my quests. Any chance? It does not, in case you're curious. I definitely have enjoyed playing this game, but I don't think I could enjoy it for as long as I've enjoyed Heroes, which Heroes is getting a little stale for me as well, but they put an effort in at Anniversary to come up with new things, but they didn't spread out the introduction of it, which probably may make it board faster. Again, this is a very negative video, I'm sorry. So they have guaranteed 4 stars the first and 4th and 7th and 10th times you pull, which is a nice trick to get people to pull. And then this is the release one, which gives you a lot of 3 stars but not necessarily a 4-star. Show you what the summoning session looks like. There's definitely there's a small community building up around this game. Probably all DanMachi fans. I mean, definitely all DanMachi fans. So, as far as pulling goes, white line means 2-star. Rainbow line means 4-star, which Hestia? No. Interesting. So that's cool. So rainbow means 4-star, and then gold, those bonds are how you limit break. I don't have them yet. Gold means 3-star, which, there it is. I was trying to show y'all an example. Tione. I haven't seen it or read it in a long time. That's a bond. Oh, cool. There's definitely a lot of appeal here for DanMachi fans. I just can't imagine that this game could pull non-fans. That was great. That was a good pull session. So the other thing is that you have specific character quests, if I could remember where they are. So this is another reason. So there's a lot of storylines for characters to pursue that aren't, you know, amazing. They didn't put an amount of effort into it that would break the bank. Who am I missing? I should know who that is. But they did put a reasonable amount of effort into it, and I think anyone who's watched the show knows who this is, so it's pretty nice. You can voices, I don't know, I would say that this game is fantastic if you just want more DanMachi. But if you want, like, a game, maybe not so much. But yeah, so I don't really know what else there is to show. There is at least one more thing that hasn't come out in Arena. And again, the game hasn't been out in the US for a while. So I don't know what their future plans are. It's just so grind-worthy already. The events. I need to stop playing them. I'm gonna play through the story and then I'll probably stop playing this game. I haven't even played Fire Emblem Heroes I at all in the last week or so. Not because I've been playing this game, just, you know, fade in, fade out. So this is a very interesting. I thought I was gonna see only 28. Did I get that many bonds? I don't understand everything about this game yet. Their settings, they have a lot of this is again, this is what I mean by this is a great game for DanMachi fans, is you can have an alarm clock. I can't get over it. So it's a follower system, and once you get into the other storylines, you can choose a different hero, which will unlock more conversations, as you can read on the screen, with these characters out here. Which is just, it's fantastic, the amount of effort they put into that aspect of the game. I don't know how many games Crunchyroll has signed on. Is this their first one? Pretty sure it is. Yeah, it looks like this is their first one. I'm just gonna, since I'm talking to myself at this point. Oh, yeah, so there's 2 stars I could summon, but you get free tickets every once in a while to summon 2 stars, which sometimes 3 stars and occasionally a 4 star. So yeah, I think that this was the first thing that Crunchyroll Games co-signed on, so not bad. I don't know if they really developed it or just stuck their name on it. I know I'm supposed to know these things and tell y'all, but I mean, honestly, how many people are going to watch this video? And we're at the 19-minute mark. How many people are going to hear that comment? So many 2 stars. And there's that one guaranteed 3 star. We're gonna try and hit that cat and see what it's about. But I will definitely stop in less than 5 minutes. Oh look, a 4 star. That's what I mean by the anticipation. The tension is less because you know. But I mean, that's not a bad thing. I did want to collect all of the Hestia Familia characters, but that did not happen. I don't know if they're all in the game yet. I mean, if they're all in gachas yet. Ganesha. Cool. And that, if you were unaware, is who I was talking about earlier in this. Come here. The spot has been filled. I feel as though I'm blind. Heaven help me. And I guess since I have enough to pull one more time, we'll pull one more time. I think we're on a guaranteed... Yeah, we're on a guaranteed 4 star now. So, another 4 star. I keep forgetting to not hit things. I always think that this is well, all of the duplicates. We know who that is now. As far as if you are or aren't a fan of DanMachi, there's our 4 star. That? No, Lefia. I already have her. That's interesting. I thought that you were guaranteed a different one based on the details. If a 4 star is obtained, one of the new 4 stars is guaranteed. Okay, well anyways. So that's pretty much what there is to this game. I can't say I recommend it. I can say that there was certainly a level of effort into this, but at the end of the day it just looks like a cash grab, which again isn't a bad thing if it's the kind of game you like to play. So I will leave it at that. Well, I'm going to play a bit more, but I don't think you'll need to see me die on that quest again. I guess I'll show you all this story and then be done. But so these storylines are pretty cut and paste from the anime. This anime was fantastic. It's not an amazing anime, but it's entertaining. That's the reason I tried this game. And because Crunchyroll is pushing it. But yeah, so that's pretty much all there is to it. If y'all do want to see videos like this every time I play a different game, let me know. I am sure y'all will like and dislike as appropriate. Just to gauge if it is worth the time. If you really only come to this channel for Heroes content, that's fine. I will continue putting out strategies when I come up with some that are not already out there. Sorry if I've been quiet today, I just have a little tickle in my throat, and we are past the 26-minute mark almost, so I'm going to stop there. Thanks for bearing with us.